What's going on, YouTube? And welcome to the Comic Fix, your one-stop shop for every single thing DC Comics, to say independent to a little bit Marvel. My name's David, and welcome to the Comic Fix. I haven't said that in years. Oh, and my buddy Willie is here too. He just wanted to come say hi. Hi, Willie. So, right now, let's look at the comics that I got this week. I got a huge stack of comics. Now, I wasn't expecting this, but when you see some good books, you have to try them. And we're going to start off with my pick of the week. Now, it's been a great week for books. Nothing in here I can say was absolutely horrible, and there were some absolutely epic books. And nothing was more epic than Thor, issue number 6. I have not read a Jason Aaron Thor book in a long time. But after seeing that cover, like, look at that cover. That's just pure metal. I decided to pick it up, and especially to try out a little bit more Marvel. And this book right here is the most epic thing I have read in a long ass time. Storyline is, you got Old Man Thor. He's went and repopulated the world after a cataclysm, and he made the humans into his own image. Well, Doom has come with the power of Iron Fist and all the Doctor Strange and all these different type of things, and plus he's Doom. And the fight in here is so epic, and to see Wolverine, Old Man Wolverine as the Phoenix, is amazing. Every single thing in this book is pure metal. The coloring in this book is some of the best I've seen in years. The artistry is amazing. The writing in here is brilliant. And I love it, though, how you have this epic fight with Thor and Doom. And it gets to a point where the battle is so huge that it goes on for millennia. You know, it goes on forever. And it comes to a point where the people who are living on Earth at that time are just so used to this fight going on all the time that that's just their regular world. And then when all of a sudden it stops, it is beautiful. This book is highly original. And the artwork alone sold me. And I can't wait. I'm going to go pick up every single other Jason Aaron Thor book just because of how good this book was. And it's funny, though. This was my last book that I read this week. I kind of was like looking at it. I was like, oh, I'll read it a little bit later. I read another book. Should I pick up Thor? No, not yet. No, not yet. Well, when I did, I can tell you, I was happy. Now on to an Aftershock book. I got Patience, Conviction, Revenge, issue number 2 and issue number 1. Now, my local comic book store, I love them. I love them to death. Especially because they pick out all these great independent books. And I saw issue number 2 and I was like, damn. I really want to start with issue number 1. Luckily in their back issues from the previous month, they had it. So, Patience, Conviction, Revenge is a really intriguing story. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world, and it's almost kind of like in the cowboy genre, the western genre, where you have this man who has built his war machines, his robot army, and he's going out to seek revenge. And the special thing about this book is the relationship between our main character and his pal robot, who can think on his own and has all the emotions as a human. And kind of does the Blade Runner thing. Kind of, you can tell it's going to go in that way, where it's asking, what does it mean to be human? And the first issue was just a setup for the whole entire world. I already knew I liked these characters right off the bat. The second issue, when you go into the city of Las Vegas, is some graphic stuff. You have, just like the first panel is all these dildos. And I was just like, what the fuck am I reading? Like, I was just looking at these pictures of all these different dildos. I was like, wow, man, this artist really went out of his way to find a lot of different sizes. And it was just some fun things to look at. And then to see a whole entire brothel full of robots. And it was some intriguing world building. Definitely a book that I'm going to be picking up just for the dialogue alone, because the dialogue in here is some great stuff. Now, a new number 1 from Marvel, Shuri. I had no idea about this book. All I knew is it has Shuri on there, and I loved her from the movies. So like most people are going to go pick this up, they're going in there just from what they saw from the movies. Did I get Shuri from the movies in here? Not really. I felt that there was a lot of complaining from our main character. Like, it's weird though. It starts off with Shuri inventing this rocket ship to go into outer space. And they make it sound like this is the first time that Wakanda is going into outer space, or deep space. And so, King T'Challa is going up there with Shuri's boyfriend. And some of the dialogue in here, I was just like, it's not great. And then you got the artwork. The art, it just like never really hit me. It felt very much like amateurish at times. And really, everything with this book should have been a lot better. I really just couldn't grasp onto anything that I truly liked. Other than it being a female black character, which I really want to support those type of books. But Shuri issue number 1 definitely didn't do it for me. I'm going to give it an issue number 2 a try, see if it kind of grabs my interest a little bit more. If not, this book, I think it's a mini-series actually, will be going on the wayside. And now we got Image Cemetery Beach, issue number 2. Cemetery Beach is intriguing. It really is like a fast-paced film. There's really just no holds barred, just action, action, action. Little bit of world building. I really can't get a grasp on our main character just because of how our main character's on the run constantly. And I'm not really getting into the story at all, just because there's really nothing to really grab onto that makes me understand the world and how everything works. The art in here is absolutely beautiful. It's a fast read, and I'm going to give it a couple, maybe another issue or 2. Otherwise, Cemetery Beach will be going on the wayside also. It's sad, I hear about Warren Ellis and how great he is, but after reading this book, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. You know how it is. You pick up all these books, you know that there's going to be some that you're not going to enjoy as much. But you still pick it up just out of the hope. So, I'm hoping that Cemetery Beach will get a little bit better. I mean, I enjoy the artwork. It's just, I pick up about 16 books a week. And if your book just really doesn't grab me, I'd rather my money go to another book, which I could give a try and see if I like it, and maybe it'll stay on the pool list. And I will be doing a video on You're Fired. It'll be called like You're Fired. It'll be like You're Off My Pool List. And my comic shop finally got in copies of Border Town issue number 2. Now I think this came out 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago the books were damaged. So I was really afraid. I was like, oh man, they're not gonna get any in, or they're gonna get it in, but there'll be second printing. Well, they got first printings, and I was very happy to see it. Now the first issue was I thought very controversial. They talked a lot of very controversial things about race and especially about the border. It was very of the time. Now the thing I like about issue number 2, it kind of dives a little bit deeper into our characters, less about the politics of it all, and I love the looking of the monster world. It was all very world building. This issue definitely was world building, but I like the characters. I like this guy, this big huge guy. I forget what his name is, but he's definitely become my favorite character. And then we got the Chupacabra right down here, who is looking like it will be the Pikachu of the bunch. I mean, like, just when you see this creature, you're just like, oh, I love you. You're so cute. Border Town, I see a good pace that's going down. I see a book that's going to have a good long run, and I'm glad to be sticking around. Definitely a book that just builds on its world. And finally, for this video, I'm trying to make the videos less than 15 minutes long, because, you know, nobody has really a lot of time. I have Dragon Age Deception, issue number 1. I think this is also a limited series. Now, I picked this book up just to give it a try, give it a little taste of Dark Horse, and I love the cover. I just absolutely love that cover. And what you got in here is a rogue type of story. You have this gal who's going to go, and she has her mark, who she's going to go and steal some money from. And so she gets into this character. And then she finds out her mark is another person who's trying to get money, swindle money from other people. So you got this, like, really fun banter back and forth between these two characters. Well, there's a bigger thread that's among them. This book just was pure fun. It was just like it was just like candy. You're just like eating it up. You know, you feel the way that the book's gonna go, where you have our two characters, these two rogues, and we're like, I bet I could get something off of this person before you do. And so it's all about them trying to swindle everybody. It's a fun book. If you are not interested into the Dragon Age or anything fantasy, you definitely can pass this book up. I'll definitely be back on for issue number 2. But for now, pretty good book. So, I'm going to go and start off another video where I'll finish off my stack of comics. This has been a fun week, and definitely the book that I would highly recommend for the week is Thor, issue number 6. Alright guys, tell me down below what you guys read this week. I'd love to chat with you guys. See you guys next time.